Yeah, good to see you. Obviously, a couple of days to go now until the final. I think we're going to run this in a couple of days. How are you feeling after the weekend? Because it was obviously a bit of a crazy situation with Nick being sent off, and you know we're down to sort of fourth and fifth choice goalkeepers. How are you guys dealing with it as fellow teammates?
Yeah, obviously we're all gutted for Popey. Of course, we are his, if not been one of our best players this season. But in the game, even when we went down to 10 men, I feel like we gave a good account of ourselves. We still went for Liverpool. We created chances, but Popey's going to be a massive miss, of course. But we have to get behind him. We have to support him, which we have been doing, and we have to prepare for the game. There's a game around the corner, so. The most important thing, everybody knows the roles there. If you're playing or not playing, everybody's ready to step up, and that's what we're going to need.
So is it like that then if you lose someone? Because the back five has been a constant pretty much the whole season, and you guys have done so well, best defence in the league. If you take out someone like Nick Pope, someone like Loris Karius, do you think is he prepared and ready just to go in and do what Pope's been doing?
I've known Loz for many years, even when I was youth team at Man City with him. I know what kind of character he is. He's brave, he's confident, and he's a very good goalkeeper. He's been training really well there. So, again, like I said, no matter who it is, if it's Loz, if it's anybody else, they're all ready to come in and perform. So, and it's an opportunity, It's an opportunity for whoever's playing to step up and give a good performance. Hopefully.
I didn't know that you went back that long. I know he'd come through the ranks at Man City, but. Do you think he's mentally okay then to come in and play, given what happened 5 years ago in the Champions League final?
Yeah, but this is 5 years ago. This is something that happened ages ago. So he just wants to perform. He's come in and trained well. I think the past is the past. I think Loz is only looking forward. He's been positive since he's arrived there. He's been training well. So I think we can't look in the past. We need to look at now. There's been in moments in many years in football, in many games where you've seen more than me, where somebody gets injured or sent off and you're going to need someone to step up. So he'll be ready, he'll be mentally ready, he'll be physically ready, so no problem. I'm not worried about that.
Sometimes cup finals throw up these amazing stories, don't they, when there's like a story of redemption or something like that, and this has all the ingredients of something like that potentially happening.
Of course it is, and again, I played in games where I need to be ready, where I've not been playing and I've come on, but listen, I think Loz will be ready, and like you said, weird things have happened in football. But if Loz is playing, I know he'll be ready. He has a full support of certainly myself and my teammates. And our main focus is just to go to that game and win. That's what we want to do. We want to win the cup and bring it back to Newcastle, so everyone will be ready.
Have you had a little thought, even just for a split second, about how it's going to feel leading the team out at Wembley?
It'll be amazing. I've never really captained a side on a more consistent basis, but yeah, I'm very proud to lead this team when obviously Jam's not starting. But yeah, it's going to be an amazing feeling. Of course, to even be in a cup final in Newcastle, if I lead the boys out, that's just an extra bonus for me. But to be from where we've come from this time last year till now is massive, and we just want to go there, give a good account of ourselves, and make everyone proud in Newcastle.
Could you have envisaged that when you arrived at the club? That within what we're talking, 15 months that you'd be walking at Wembley?
No, it's happened quick, I'm not going to lie to you. But again, I think from last January, I think we've shown that we can compete with the best. I think we've earned the right to be here. I think we've performed well. But now it's just about giving everything on Sunday to try and bring the cup back to Newcastle.
I suppose, Kieran, these moments are kind of what you'll imagine, perhaps what the owners pitched to you when you joined the club.
To be honest, I didn't really speak to the owners much when I first signed. It was more the manager, but for me and the manager, obviously when I first signed, it was just more how much I could help the team on and off the pitch, and that's what I said when I first arrived with my experiences. And yeah, it's just we want to be competing. We want to be competing for every trophy, and not just this one. So it's going to be a process. We're going to have to keep building to that, but we just want to try to attack every game and win every game, and I think Newcastle have a bright future ahead.
I say this with the greatest of respect. You've got a lot of experience because you've been playing the game for a long time. Do you use that experience with some of the younger boys in the dressing room about sort of handling the nerves or the emotion leading up to the game?
Yeah, it's going to be an emotional game, of course, for everybody in the city, the club, because it's been so long since they've been in a cup final. But the thing, as players, myself and my teammates, we can't really listen to the outside noise. We have to just listen to the manager, work hard on the training pitch and listen to the game plan and try and execute it. But yeah, I don't think there'll be much pressure. I think it's just more excitement because some players have never played at Wembley before, so it'll be a great occasion. And like I said, I'm always there, and Bernie or the older head, shall we say, to help all the players.
I'm pleased you said all that, because that's kind of what I was hitting at, but I didn't want to say it. The other sort of question that I guess I've got is, when you're driving around Newcastle, you're out and about with the family, do you get a sense, do you understand the excitement that there is in the air almost on Tyneside at the moment?
Yeah, definitely. Everywhere I go, if I go pick my kids up from school or wherever in the city, everyone is just proud, thankful, really, and they don't need to be. This is my job. This is all of our jobs. We want to bring excitement back to the club, and they're just proud. And everywhere I go in Newcastle, they're just buzzing about the way we're playing, how much joy we brought back to them. So it feels nice. It's nice hearing that, and that's all we want to do, is just make everyone proud in the city. You're
obviously from Manchester way originally. Have you got sort of friends and family who are Manchester United supporters?
Oh, my family. My dad, my brothers, they're all Reds. So it is good, obviously they'll be supporting me, well I hope they are. But yeah, it's, all my friends are Reds, so it'll be good.
I can imagine you'll have had some banter on text this week.
Yeah, I've had some banter with my brothers and that, but no, of course my brothers, they're fully behind me. With my mates, I've had banter with all them about Newcastle United, but again, it's all fun and jokes, and Sunday, that's when it'll start.
Obviously went to Old Trafford earlier in the season, 0-0 draw. It seemed like the two teams were very evenly matched, but Man U lately seem to have found another level. I mean, it won't be an easy game, will it?
No, of course it won't. I think the game at Old Trafford was a good game to watch. Both had chances. But you see United recently, they've picked up some serious form. Of course they have. We can't deny that. Certain individuals as well, but we can't just focus on individuals. We've got a great team. We just need to focus on ourselves. We need to, again, listen to the manager and execute the plan on Sunday. So we'll go to Wembley to try and win the cup and bring it back to Newcastle.
Just last one for me. Have you allowed yourself to imagine what it would feel like to lift the trophy at Wembley?
I'm not thinking that. I'm not thinking too far ahead, mate. Honestly, you can't think, oh, what's it going to look like if I'm lifting the trophy? We just need to go over there with that winning mindset to try to win. I'm not one of them players who look too far ahead.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Kieran, Andrew at the BBC. Kieran, first question about your experience. I mean, you probably alone have got the experience of the real big showpiece occasion, Champions League final, World Cup semi-final, many Wembley appearances. Few in this team have that experience. So do you have that extra sense of responsibility to impart your experience to the rest of the team?
Yeah, I think players, played in big games, like playoff finals, etc. So they have that feel of the Wembley experience anyway. Of course, we understand it's for Newcastle now and in a Carabao Cup final. So, like I said when I first arrived there, I want to help my teammates. I want to help the club move forward, and that's all I've ever tried to do since I arrived there. So, of course, we've had conversations with some of the lads, and they've asked me about certain games. But yeah, they just try and nitpick at my experiences in these type of situations, and yeah, like I said before, I just try to help.
Has this cup final been a distraction in any way?
I don't think it's been a distraction. I think for the city, for the fans, it's been excitement for them. But us players, we just try to take the next game. Of course, the results recently haven't gone as we'd like them to, but we have performed well. We have created chances, but it's just getting the 3 points. But we're here now. The final's the next game. That's always been our mindset, the next game. So we need to go there with, again, that winning mindset to try and win.
How conscious are you of Newcastle's incredible run without a domestic trophy, 68 years? If you achieve the win on Sunday, what that would mean to this city?
Yeah, again, I don't think, certainly myself, I don't feel any pressure of that. I think it's a great opportunity for us players to create history, to create a great feeling for the fans to try to win a cup. So it has been a long time for the club, and I think that this club's a massive club, and I feel like they need to be challenging for trophies every season. So again, for the players, it's a great opportunity to create some history, to bring a cup back, and and it's good we've got the Geordie boys in the team who remind us what it would mean to win a cup, because they certainly do. Obviously, the Newcastle through and through. So, they remind us a lot.
Kieran, very best of luck.
Thank you very much.
Hi Kieran, Sky News. What do you think winning this trophy will mean to the city of Newcastle, not just you as players, but the city who love football so much?
Yeah, I think since I arrived here, I've realised how passionate the fans are and what it means for this club if we did win a trophy. I get reminded all the time at school when I pick up my kids what it would mean to win a cup, but for us players, we need to, stay grounded. We can't look that far ahead. We just need to go to Wembley with that winning mindset to win it. But I can't answer the question about what it would mean if I had the trophy. But for the fans, and I think it speaks for itself. The fans would be buzzing.
What do you think it is about this place that makes the club so special to them? You spent some time up here, you've had these conversations, school gates everywhere.
Yeah. Do you know what? I don't think you realise until you actually play for Newcastle how passionate the fans are, how crazy atmosphere it is playing at Newcastle. You need to play for Newcastle to realise it and feel. Even I sometimes get butterflies even walking out, even now. It's an unbelievable stadium to play at, and the fans are unbelievable. I think ever since I arrived, it's been quality, home and away.
You played at the highest level, you're leading the team out. Are there any words of advice that you've given to some of the other guys about going out Wembley in a cup final?
Yeah, we spoke about it a couple of times, not into much detail. It's just more like, we can't listen to the outside. We just need to keep it internally and enjoy it. That's the most important thing. Enjoy the occasion. We've earned the right to be in this position. It's just about play how we've been playing. We don't have to try anything different. Do what got us here and enjoy it. That's the most important thing, is to enjoy it.
Kieran, you mentioned your dad and your brother being United fans. Would they be there?
Yeah, they'll all be there. All my family are going. Still haven't got enough tickets, but they'll be in London somewhere. My other pals, but I've tried to get as many as I can for everybody, but it's never enough, is it?
I was just wondering whether you'd got them tickets for the Newcastle.
Yeah, of course. I told them you better not be jumping up, because they won't be happy.
But it'll be. It must be a strange feeling for that, because you're going to make yourself happy and your family happy, but you're probably not going to make your extended family happy. Or will they be happy for you if you win? How does it work?
No, of course. I think, if it weren't Newcastle, they'll want their United to win, of course. But my best friends, my family, they'll be absolutely buzzing if we did win. They've supported me all my life, so it's not going to be any different because it's against Man United.
And it was interesting you said a moment ago about the Geordie lads in the dressing room. Obviously, Sean and Dad and Dubby's there as well. I interviewed Dan Burn last week, and he said that people keep coming up to him in the street and saying, make sure the lads know that they know what this is all about. Do you know what this is all about? As if like Dan doesn't know. Do you feel like these guys, the Geordie guys in the dressing room, are just constantly drumming it into you guys? Yeah,
I understand what you say. I won't say consistent, because that comes down to them, say, maybe nerves, pressure. They're not really drilling it into us, but they do when we're training and stuff. They have a bit of banter about it and stuff like that. But yeah, they've made us aware on a couple of occasions what it would mean to the city, the supporters, if they say, do you realise how crazy it'll be if we win a cup? You know what I mean? And it's a good feeling, and that's what we want. We want to be challenging. We want to be challenging for trophies and top four and Premier Leagues. But yeah, Bernie's certainly let me know what it would mean.
He'll definitely be up for it, and he was emotional, wasn't he, in the semi? I think Dan, when he was interviewed before the game, looked quite. I think he said he felt emotional before the game, and then Sean, when he did his post-match interview, you can see him welling up as well. So it's a long-standing thing for these guys. I mean, I think the last time Newcastle were in a final, Sean was one. That's
what I'm saying. If you look at obviously Bernie and Longy, they scored the goals that basically put us through, and I couldn't imagine the excitement, your family, in the stand, knowing when Longy scored two, and when Bernie scored, I couldn't be happier for them, because they both worked so hard, and it had to be them, you know what I mean, to score the goals, and who knows, maybe on Sunday it'll be the same.
Just one more on the week as a whole. Obviously, Man United play on Thursday night. I think you maybe touched on it earlier. Massive game for them against Barcelona. You guys have got the whole week to prepare. Does that maybe almost level out what's happened with the goalkeeper situation?
What's that, sorry?
Does that maybe level out what's happened with the goalkeeper situation? You've both got something that's kind of going against you, if you like.
Well, I've been in that situation before where I played a Champions League game on a Wednesday or Thursday or whatever, and obviously they're in the Europa League, but you know, these teams are fit as anything. Do you know what I mean? They've got big squads, so you know, I think they'll be ready. Of course they will be. But with us obviously losing Popey, I think it's massive. But we just have to prepare. Of course, we've got more days rest than them, but it's out of our hands. Of course, they're in Europe. We're not. But we want to be in Europe. We want to be in that position there, and we want to be playing on a Wednesday in the Champions League. So. You know, that's we want to be where Man United are, Man City are. That's our aim.
And Wembley will be a new thing for many of the players in this squad. Not for you, you know it pretty well though.
Yeah, and you know, like I said before, they've asked me a couple of questions about it, and it is a special place. Even I got butterflies when I played there many times before, but in the Euros against Italy, you know, it was like walking out. It was again excitement, and that's what it's going to be for the boys. I'm sure it is. But again, the players won't be feeling any pressure. They won't be feeling just more excitement, and you know, I hope that's how they'll be feeling, which I'm hoping, yeah.